Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Dark Adventures. Welcome to How to Speedrun Just Shapes and Beats. Today I'll be doing a speedrun and I'll just be commentating over it. I can't promise that this will be perfect, but I'll be doing my best all the way through, giving you tips and tricks all the way throughout the run. So I'll break down what I do in each song, each map, and what I do in the overworld in order to achieve the fastest possible time. I currently hold the world record at a time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, 35 seconds. And I would love to see more people pick up this game, try to speedrun it. As of right now, there are 5 runs on the leaderboard for the any percent category, and that is the category we are running today. So let's give it a shot. Sorry, let's give it a shot. We're going into story mode. And for story mode, we always start in the tutorial. Alright, so once you open up to tutorial, you can either pick normal, you can pick hardcore. There is 1 run for hardcore right now. There are 5 runs for normal as of right now. So as soon as you click normal, you're going to wait for your cube to... What am I trying to say? Yeah, you're going to wait for your cube to build itself. So the moment your cube builds itself, you are going to start your run. So your timer starts as soon as the cube reforms itself. So right here, I'm going to split. Boom! We're starting. And what you need to do, you need to just go as far right as possible. There's a triangle that's going to show up each time. You've got 16 beats to get into this triangle because this is on an infinite cycle, right? It's on a 16-beat cycle. So if you don't make it before that 16-beat cycle, you're going to have to wait a long time. That's going to be an automatic time loss. So you got to get to that triangle as fast as possible. Usually everybody's tutorial times are the same. It doesn't really matter how early or late you get to it, as long as you're not too late. That is the worst thing you could ask for, is getting there too late. It's happened to me a couple times in my previous runs. Alright, so you always want to make use of your dash whenever you possibly can. Right here, just go straight for it. It doesn't matter. Tutorial should be easy if you've been playing this a while. Right here, you can just go. The pink doesn't go away on the right side. But that was the last sequence where we have to get the triangles at the very, very start. So now, it's just dodging bullet hell, making it to the end of the map, as in the rest of the story progression. So, now, you just survive. If you know what you're doing, you can just jam along. I'm bouncing along to this right now. It's really badass music. It's really cool music. And I really hope many people enjoy this game because a lot of love went into it. And I don't think it gets all the recognition it deserves. So we're just going to wait this out. We're going to dodge all of the pink and make it to the end. So right here, that is your last obstacle, this little barrier. So you're just going to stay right. And as soon as you cross the checkpoint, you're going to try to find your triangle, wherever it is, right down here. So you're going to hit this triangle. Boom. That is the end of the tutorial. Now, we get into some overworld mapping. So what you need to do, you need to start spamming right, and then up, and then right. As soon as you move up, right, and then you're going to keep moving right. So what you need to do, you're going to aim for that first circle. Boom, you're in Chronos. Enter to enter the map every time. So we're in Chronos right now. Chronos is very simple. You just got to dodge the cubes, alright? Cubes are the only thing you really have to worry about until the guns start showing up. Once the guns start showing up, you just got to get out of their way. Now we're going to get a series of lines coming up from the top. Just get in between them. I got hit, so don't do what I just did. Alright. Now, more bullets to dodge. Now right here, this is a tricky part. This thing is going to haul up and explode right on you. Dodge the first little bit, dash through it at the very, very end. I'm probably going to die on Chronos, which is a trash thing to do right now. But it is what it is. It's hard to talk, it's hard to play games while you're talking. That's just the name of the game right there. Alright? So, I haven't tested whether or not getting the checkpoint and then dying gets you any time save. In my experience, it has actually lost me time. So, I would highly recommend trying to get at least A rank, if at all possible, in each map. Meaning, try to do the map in one go. So right here, we're going to get some more bullets dodge, and then we're going to get into the big bars. Now the big bars give you a little bit of a warning, and you just got to get right out of their way. Right here, circles are the only thing you have to worry about, and then more bullets. Now towards the end of Cronus, you're going to want to go straight to the right. But in the safest way possible, since I got one life. Right. You're going to have to start making your way right. This is actually blocking me off. Alright. And this is the point where you really want to make your way right. Here we go, and checkpoint. So you can get that checkpoint way before the song even ends. Right? That's one of the few cases where the checkpoint appears before the song ends. Alright, next up we're going to do Milky Ways. Milky Ways is a very easy one. Right, and I'm talking very, very easy one. It's possible to do a dashless and get an S. Right? So, you get very big warnings when the pink squares come in. And this is just a matter of getting out of their way. Now, a large amount of bullets are going to start coming from the right side. All you gotta do, line it up, dodge through them. You're good. Alright? Dodging streams as you go, dodging the squares appearing as you go. It's the same deal on this half. They're going to just come from the other side. Alright, for this next section, it's only squares you gotta worry about. Just like before, they give you plenty of warning. Alright, just get out of their way. I like to position myself between two squares so I have that cushion to move. Now we're going to get to the circles. You're going to have less reaction time with the circles, and you have bullets coming at you at the same time. So always keep moving during this section. Always keep moving. The moment a circle appears, just make your way out of its way. Bigger circles as of right now. Make use of your dashes. Dashes are really going to save your butt. Same deal as earlier, just dodge these squares. And you're sure to make it to the end. Alright, right here. You want to wait a second and just spam right here. Now, I always aim for up here. Whenever a triangle starts going to the left, it has a 50-50 chance of going to that spot in the top left corner. So the triangles, they show up at random positions. They show up at random times. But with all of that randomness, there is a sense of trueness. Because you can position yourself, in a sense, based on where they go off screen and where they come in on screen. So like that triangle I just got on Milky Ways. That is a 50-50 shot, depending on how high or low it goes off screen. Now, think about Logic Gatekeeper. There's going to be 3 bars that come in the middle. They're large, so you're going to want to stay on either the low side or the high side the whole time. Right? Dodging whatever comes to you vertically. So pick a side, top or bottom, and just dodge whatever comes to you vertically. Now that was the hard part of the map. Everything should be easy. Just stay out of the circles and dodge the bullets. That's all you got to do from here. And like with Cronus, you're going to want to start making your way toward the right side of the map. There's no more bullets at this point in the map. Just spam your way to the right. And then get the triangle. Now, we're going to get into Long Live New Fresh. There are a couple of setups I can teach you about Long Live New Fresh, but we just got to get up real quick. Alright, getting into our first boss fight, Long Live New Fresh. Now, Long Live New Fresh, you can literally just stay in this bottom left area, and you'll be fine. You just got to dodge any stray bullets, alright? Because once Blitzer starts moving around, these bullets are going to become a lot more harder to predict. So there's a sense of RNG in
this moment. Now, you're going to want to get close to Blixer here. He's going to start shooting out lines and start bringing stuff close to him. If you're on the far left side, you're going to have less reaction time. So you're going to want to stay close to Blixer as he's bringing these lines toward him. Alright? Then at this point, bottom left. You're going to dodge his arms and go straight up. You stay up in this top left corner until he starts spinning. So you can stay here until he starts spinning. There's a chance that a beam might come up and hit you in the top left. You can just move out of the way. Alright? So he's going to start spinning here. And you're going to want to just stay out of the line of fire. If it comes to you from horizontal, if it comes from you from vertical, whatever the case may be, stay out of the line of fire. You'll be fine. Same deal here. This one's coming vertically. I'm just going to stay in the bottom left. It's not going to hit me. I'm going to go up a little bit because I'm in the line of fire. Now, he's going to shoot one right here. Just stay out of the cone. Now, you're going to want to go left. Follow Blixer around. Go to the right side. That is a true pattern. Alright? Once he starts using 4 arms, it is a true pattern that there will be a cone on the right and a cone on the left. So you're going to want to follow Blixer all the way around. Alright, right here. Easy setup. Stay down, go straight up. Go down, and just dodge to the left. There's going to be a lot of dashing through pink zones here. And then we're going to do the same pattern just like we did. He's going to start spinning. You're going to shoot a beam, you're going to go up, and you're going to dodge the beam coming from the right side, and then you're done. Which, by the way, you can stay on the side of him. At the very, very end, of course. Don't touch him during mid-fight. You're going to dash, you're going to get the triangle. And that's Long Live the New Fresh. That is the first half of the game. So now you get a cutscene, and during this cutscene, I like to prep myself, okay? The first move you're going to make out of this cutscene is going to go to the right side, because you're going to be mapping your way, you're going to be traveling the map, rather, all the way to the right side. And you're just going to be spamming right, and you have to hit enter 3 times. 1 by the cube, 1 by the plant, I guess it's a plant, and then 1 by Blixer's arm. So, if you hear me, I'm spamming my right keys. And I'm just going to try to make my way right. Every movement can be frame perfect, alright? I'm not great at frame perfect movements. So I'm just going to hold or rapidly press going to the right. Alright, so here we go. Span right. And we're making our way. So up here, you're going to hit your first enter at the triangle. And then we get another credit. Cube friend is going to start throwing you into the water. And then once you get to that dot on the far right side, you're going to start spamming again. One, two, enter. Alright, and then get ready again. Go straight to the right. Just keep pressing right all the way. Then you get to the last enter. Now, after this enter, you get a little bit of a breather. There's no more cutscene after that. Or actually, there's no more movement after that. There's a cutscene after that. English wasn't my first language. My first language was gibberish. So I don't make sense sometimes. Sorry. But Blixer's going to start wreaking some havoc. What you're going to want to do after this cutscene, you're just going to want to go directly up so you can play New Game. Now, New Game is very interesting because you don't have to collect the triangle at the very end. You don't have to collect the triangle at the very end of New Game. So, even if you wanted to move, you can't move here. Right? There's no moving to the right. It's just a big old cutscene. Now, you're going going to get to a point where we're going to want to spam up. We're going to hit up twice, and then we're going to hit enter to get into new game. So, right now, I'm spamming up. Spamming the up key a lot. And we're going to go up. Alright. So we're waiting for the moment where we start moving. It's going to be pretty fast. He's going to move up twice, and it's going to be literally the quickest movement in the game. Oh, and I got an animation skip. So, we're going to be already on that dot. Right? It's possible to get a frame perfect input and do an animation skip, so you don't have to traverse 2 spots. You can already just start at the first dot on the map and not have to come in from off screen. So with new game, you just want to stick to one side. It can be the right side, it can be the left side, it doesn't really matter. With every punch, he's going to shoot out a laser. And then here's where it gets a little tricky. You're going to want to stay to the top. Now, this section does not go along with any type of beat. Alright? Does not go along with any type of beat. So literally, you're just going to have to time it with the lights. And pray, well, not really pray. I mean, there's a lot of skill involved in getting that. I got hit once, that's besides the point. But there is a lot of timing involved in getting through the section. Now, while Blitzer is calling him up, you can stick to the top left. I like to make my way to the bottom left because there's going to be spikes raining down from the top that we're going to have to dodge on point. If you just stick to the bottom left, you're going to be just fine. So, stay to the left, dodge the spikes that fall your way. Dodge, dodge. Now, you're going to want to do a circle around Blitzer. Kind of like that. Stay to the top, keep on dashing, and make your way left slightly. And now make your way down. And start the sequence over again. Dodge the spikes coming down from the top. There were no spikes. Alright. Circle around Blitzer, make your way up to the top. And then you're going to find a place down here. Alright. You want to be in this bottom right corner because you're going to start shooting his little bullets. And he never usually aims for the bottom right corner. He sometimes does it, like right there, sometimes does it, but more often than not, it's going to be anywhere else. So what you want to do here, you're going to position yourself between where the bullets are orbiting you. As long as you're in between those, it's just a matter of getting into the spot where you're not going to get hit by any of Blizzard's bullets. Now here, you're just going to get sucked in, right? It's not going to change time. It's not going to make it any faster as you go in. This whole sequence, it's all timed. It's just a means of making it to the end. Now, this section over here, alright? This introduces the ways how you jump, how you dash across platforms. That's all this is. Now, what you need to do is you need to prep to go to the left side. Now, you can go to the left side, you can goof off a little bit, alright? I mean, it's not going to make a difference whether you're going left or right. Right now, you're going to wait for this little pentagon to get there, and as soon as it stops, you're going to jump. So you wait for the moment to stop, boom, you're in. Alright? This is Art of War. Art of War is very, very easy. You just got to dodge, well, these droplets raining down from the sky, and then gigantic circles all the way through until the end. And the gaps are wide enough, you don't even have to dash to get through them sometimes. Now, there are bigger droplets that come from the sky that you really have to react to. Thankfully, nothing came on my side, but anything can happen. This is an RNG moment. Now, this right here, everything else is true from here on out. What I mean by true is that there are setups that are consistent to get through. If you stay to the left side, you're going to have to bob and weave through smaller circles. If you stay to the right side, there's a larger circle that you can dash into. Now, the setup is going to change a little bit. Now, there are 3 sections. The sections on the left and right are circles that you have to consistently dodge. Now, the section in the center has a gigantic circle that you can just chill in and just dodge the bullets as you go through. Now, once the second circle starts appearing, you can just go ahead and start getting ready to go in. Now, this circle will last you all the way until the end of this cycle. Dodge to the left. You're going to want to stay a little bit low and find that sweet spot. I think this is the sweet spot right here is that sweet spot to avoid those circles. There's not necessarily a sweet spot here, but I like to stay a little bit low and just react. Okay, now we're getting into the fun section. Now, these circles are going to appear no matter what. You have to dash through these circles. There is no way around it. What I like to do, I like to take it all the way to the end, dash into this third circle on the bottom, and just ride it all the way to the end. You ride it all the way to the end, you dash up, you are free. Absolutely free. You don't have to dodge anything else. You just have to make it to the right side and chill until the checkpoint shows up. Now, we still want to be as fast as possible. We want to pick up that checkpoint, and then we want to get the triangle. So these are just a matter of making it to that right side. Alright, you're going to spam left. You're going to hope, because this section, you need a good RNG cycle, or else you're going to hit those little plants. I got hit. Is what it is. So we're going to get into Logic Gatekeeper. Logic Gatekeeper, you're going to want to immediately go up to the top here. 2 big circles. Sorry, not Logic Gatekeeper. Termination Shock. Termination Shock, you want to go immediately all the way up to the top. And stay up at the very, very top. Now, bullets are going to start coming out of these things, and it's just an easy bob and weave. You can shovel in between. I like to dash in between. Now, why do I want you to stay up top? Well, there's going to be a section where the whole bottom is just going to be pink, right here. So after that turns pink, gets off screen, you're going to move down. After that goes up, or goes away, you go back up. And then same pattern, right? It's going to follow the same pattern for a long time. Now, bullets are going to be added to the equation, so you're going to want to dodge those as you go. Make your way back down. Same deal. Wait for it to go away, go back up. And then make your way back down. Now, these sections right here, the direction of the triangles is going to indicate the direction that the large tower will go. So you're going to want to stay on the opposite side of the triangles if at all possible. Completely random moment. Not much to say about this, just stay on the opposite side of the triangles. And dodge the bullets. Now, this next sequence is going to introduce bars that travel vertically. Same deal, stay on the opposite side and get out of the way of the bars. Alright, right here, you're just going to want to position yourself to the center. Position yourself in center, dodge the bullets as you go. The bullets are random, they're not going to be something you can just stand still and wait. You're going to have to react to them as they come. Now there's going to be a tighter squeeze as we go through this section. Alright, so you're going to want to make your way up, down ever so slightly, because they do clip past the halfway point. Go down, go up. Alright, now we're going to get to a similar situation that was presented in the beginning. You're going to want to make your way down, then back up. Down, then back up. Alright, the bullets are going to be added to the equation. Just going to dodge the bullets as you go. Go back up. Go down. And that's the last sequence you have to dodge. You don't have to go back up after this. You can just make your way to the right, dash through, grab that checkpoint, you're good. Grab the triangle, get out. So next we get into Sevcon. Sevcon has some through moments, Sevcon has some RNG moments. So getting into Sevcon, you're going to want to stay to the left side. Right? There are circles that are going to be following you all the way throughout the map. Some of them are true, some of them are RNG. So you can use setups towards the middle of the map. These are RNG. I'll show you my setup to get to the checkpoint area in just a moment. Now, you're going to want to stay out of the way of these laser beams. The laser beams, they juggle a lot, so you're going to really want to get out of their way. Once the ball's at the center, they're going to start sending more bullets out towards your way. Dodge and weave. Stay out of the way of the beams. So, I'm going to prepare for my setup to get to the checkpoint section. My setup is down here, right? I like to chill down here. The beams are going to start going away. You're going to position yourself between the big balls. And then you're going to dash straight up through that gap. Now, there's going to be a big bar that you're going to have to follow. You can either, 1, dash through it like this, or 2, you can stay very close to the center. You just got to react to where the directions change. Whatever floats your boat, stay close, dash through it. Either is fine. Now, same deal here. You're going to want to set yourself up, stay in between the balls. Make your way to the far left. This whole little UFO thing is RNG. There's no way to determine where it's going to hit you or not. So you're just going to want to stay out the way, react to it. Now, these are also RNG here. But another setup you can do, the RNG stuff's going to come back. You want to stay up top to dodge the circles coming up from bottom. Now, there's a true setup. Stay to the far right. These balls are not going to hit you as long as you're out of the path. This is a true setup. They're not going to change. So here, you're going to want to dash all the way to the right. Try to get that checkpoint as soon as it appears. Now, checkpoint showing up. Hit that star. You are good. Now next, you're going to want to go left, go to Cascade. Cascade is a section of 3 parts. Stay toward the bottom for this first section so you can react to the bullets. Ideally, you would like to stay toward the bottom left all the time, but there's no way to predict that because there's a lot of RNG moments, especially at the beginning here. See? So don't go all the way down. You may not be able to react in time. That's an easy hit if you're not paying attention to where those lines are coming from. At this point, just stay to the bottom left. There is a 100% chance that you will not get hit while you're in the bottom left during this portion. Now, there's going to be bullets coming from the side now. There's going to be bullets coming from the side, and you're going to have to react to those as they come. So right here, I'm going to have to move up slightly, just make sure I don't hit the streams. Alright? I can go down, dash through that, just to make sure I don't hit it. Now, the bullets are going to go away. Just stay to the bottom left. You are not going to get hit at all. This is a very easy map. So it's going to do one last blast. You're just going to make your way up toward the center. All right, stay toward the center. React to whatever's coming down on you. And now you're going to want to position yourself just below the center of the map. Alright? And if you stay in the center, alright, there's a vertical line that travels directly in the middle of the halfway point of the map. Stay below it. You're not going to get hit at all. Now, you're just going to want to move to the left here. React to it. And then make your way back to just below center. Alright? Now you want to position yourself to the center that's going vertically. No chance you're going to get hit as long as you're just outside of that. Then, once you're done with the stuff coming from right, just go down to the bottom left and jam out. You're not going to get hit while you're in the bottom right here. It looks intimidating, but you can just cheese it. No way you're going to get hit while you're in the bottom right, or top left, or top right, or bottom left. They're not going to hit you in a corner. Just stay out of the middle. Now, same deal. You're going to want to get that checkpoint as soon as possible. Start dashing into it. Alright, we're going to look for that triangle. Triangle is right here. Now, we're going to get into the section where the ship comes to life. and we're going to really need a good cycle. Now, the ship is one of the biggest time losses you can get in this game. Right? So you gotta hope you can get the ship all the way out. What I like to do, I just like to go for it in the beginning, and then the rest of it is all about timing. Uh-oh. 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 Alright, so it's slightly coordinated with the music, and in other moments, it is absolutely not. The ship is... You've got to be lucky that you have a good cycle. More likely than not, it's not going to be lined up with the music. So, you have to react based on them, the little plant things, the fish things, whatever they're called, how they move. So if they're crouching down, that is a great opportunity to jump. If they are going up, you cannot jump over them. It is actually really impossible. And you're going to get hit no matter what. Alright, Barracuda. Another boss fight. Probably my favorite boss fight in the game. Alright, Barracuda, all you have to do is dodge these snakes. Now, the snakes are completely RNG. Snakes are completely RNG. You have to react to where they go. Now, you want to stay into the bottom left here, because the triangle is going to start shooting out some big old bars. It's going to shoot out like 3 more bars, and then you're going to want to make your way up top, because it's going to flip over. This is your safe spot up here. Alright. Dodge snakes. Dodgy snakes, make your way toward the center. You want to have to make your way to the upper side. Now, as long as you're staying up on the upper side, you're going to have enough time to react to the streams coming up from the bottom. And then, you have to dodge the circles that the triangle shoots out. Now, what I like to do here, I like to get close to the triangle because the snakes are going to start making their way. Make their way back out so you have more time to react. Ow. Alright, same deal over here. It's just the opposite side. Now, instead of going closer to the triangle, I'm going to make my way away from the triangle. The snake's not going to hit me over there. Alright? Again, dodge the circles. Stay out the triangle's way. Now, wherever the triangle is, you want to position yourself right above it. Alright? So that you can dodge your way through it. Each circle. If you're right beside the triangle, you're going to get hit by the stuff it hits out of its side. The closer you are to the triangle, the better. But you have less reaction time. But if you're further away, the circles are going to start spewing out. Once the last circle is spewed out, just make your way to the bottom right. You're not going to get hit. You're just going to dash your way into the checkpoint. And then that's Barracuda. Now, after Barracuda, there's a lot of mapping we got to do. So the setup is we got to go down, make our way immediately left, and then we're going to get into a scene change. We're going to go into the volcano. So go left. We're going to go left twice, go up. Left twice, up. Go up, right, twice, up. And then you're going to make your way left. You're going to wait for the page to turn, 1, 2, and then up. Then you get into double for substep. Double for substep has some true setups. It also has a lot of RNG. Alright, the RNG comes to you immediately at the very beginning. You have to dodge the droplets as they're coming from the sky. And this is something you have to react to. Right? If you use a controller, I highly recommend using a D-pad at this moment. Alright. I got hit there. That sucked. Alright. So, it's just all a big reaction test here. Now, the droplets are going to stop falling. I want you to position yourself right under one triangle. So, you got the triangle you're under, and then the 2 triangles right beside it. Right? You want to have a 3 triangle window so you have enough space to react. Anything outside of that 3 triangle window, you don't have to move. But if it's in the 3 triangle window, like here, you're going to want to move. Now, disclaimer. Stay to the left side. Stay to the left side, stay high. Right? Stay to the left side again. Make your way left. Dodge the laser from the top. Now here, you're going to have to get between some lasers. There you go. Now it's just a matter of staying in between lasers. Stay to the left side. After the last laser is gone, go immediately right, stay to the right side, and then big splash. Alright? Now, more time, or more stuff to react to. Droplets raining down. It's one of those things that you just can't control. Stay high. Get toward the center. Alright? And move yourself slightly to the left. Now, go directly up top. Just want to make a big splash. And now, you're going to want to stay left. There's a random droplet. There's no telling where it's going to go. Now, here, this is the most difficult part of the run, I think. Or the map, I think. Alright. Now, it's just a reaction game from this point forward. There's lines you have to dodge. You want to stay within that 3 triangle window again. Sometimes, you're going to have to move just because of the lines. Alright, at this point, you're going to want to make your way center. Because the lines are going to propel you toward the center area. Now, this is the last set of lines you have to dodge, and then you can start making your way to the right side. Now, triangles are going to still fall, but there's a likely chance that you're not going to be able to get hit by them. Same setup as in Chronos, where the triangle went left off screen, and I just put myself in a position to grab it. I probably explained this horribly, but my setups, they are nearly guaranteed to get you what you need. Now here is a moment of RNG. You can get like really terrible RNG here. You can get great RNG here. Now, what you're going to do, immediately go down, left, and then you're just going to spam left as soon as you get up. Spam left. It doesn't matter where you are. Alright, same thing here. You're going to have to be like super fast to get up to this point. Pray that you get good RNG in this moment, because this pattern is completely different each time. Alright, hopefully. Yes, okay, we got a good cycle. Now we're going to get into cheat codes. Cheat codes is a tricky one because you have to stay on the corner of these little squares that appear in the center. So here's a square. You want to stay in the corner, alright? You are not going to get hit as long as you're in the corner of each square. Now, you're going to make your way over to the right. And you're going to stay in the corners of each. Stay in this little bottom section. You're good. Alright? Make your way to either the right side or the left side. It does not matter. Alright? It's just all about reacting to where the bullets are coming from. Wherever there's purple, you want to get out of that section as soon as possible. Alright? Now they're going to start making their way down. You want to stay up a little bit. Alright? The higher up you are, the more time you have to react. Now, try to stay away from this left side if at all possible. There's a chance you may get sandwiched by 2 purples, like, right next to each other. Right there. Alright? Right there on that left side. You don't want that to happen. That is a guaranteed hit. So try to stay in the center if at all possible. React to the bullets as they come. And make sure you're paying attention to what's coming from the bottom. Now, this is just a matter of dodging the squares. You can dash through these. Alright? Square is going to appear. Stay in the bottom corner. And the square is going to move. You're going to want to stay on the corner of that square. It's hard to tell where the corner of the square is sometimes, because it moves so much. Now right here, you're going to want to go bottom left. Bottom left, because it's going to spin around, react, dash. Stay in the corner of the square at all times. Same deal here, you just have less space to move with. Stay in the corner. Stay to the right side, get that square. It is okay. It is perfectly okay to take a hit. To get a checkpoint. That is perfectly fine. As long as you're ready to get that checkpoint. Now, I'm going to start spamming up here, alright? I am hitting up as much as I can right now. Alright. So like with the section before New Game, there is a possibility to get an animation skip. If you get that animation skip, you're just going to skip the raft cutscene and make it all the way to Clash immediately. Alright? I didn't get it that time because I didn't have the frame perfect input. Now with Clash, it's a reaction test. Every map is a reaction test, but you know what I mean. You're going to have enough time to react to where the squares are coming from and the circles are coming from on the right. But here's where it gets tricky. You're going to have these big old squares and circles that have these little trails behind them. Now, these suck because they have a random path that I have yet to figure out about them. So, more of these show up. You just want to stay out of their way. Now, the pattern is circles want to shoot stuff, and squares want to shoot stuff. So it'll come from the right side, and it'll come from the left side. So once the circles shoot stuff, go left. Once the squares shoot stuff, go... I think I said that wrong. Once the circles shoot stuff, go right to prepare yourself for the squares. Once the squares shoot stuff, go left to prepare yourself for the circles. Alright. Now, this section sucks because you have a lot to dodge. It is very, very heartbreaking if you take a hit in this section here. Now, good luck. This is all RNG. I've never once had a true sequence in this section. I would just say dash and stay away from the circles and cannons. There's no way to tell, honestly. But we are almost done. We got 2 hits left. As long as you do well in the first half, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to do well at the end of the map. Now, you're going to really, really want to dash to get that triangle up top. That triangle up top can be a mega time loss. But if you react to it quick enough, you're going to be great. Now we're going to get to the volcano minigame. Volcano minigame is a big reaction test, and it is a run killer. It is a run killer. So, wherever pink shows up, you're just going to want to prep and get out of the way. The pink always starts at the bottom first to give you a taste of what's to come. Alright, so stay out of the way. Whenever those loops come in, they can hit you at the bottom, they can hit you at the top. So you're going to want to stay out of those loops 100% of the time. Right here, another loop is going to hit me. And then we get to a point where the whole bottom is going to rise. That's phase 1. Alright, phase 2 is going to kick it up a little bit. Add a little more things that'll hit you. Now, you're going to get moments where things will double up like that. Now, stuff's going to start raining from the sky. And you don't want to cross into it. If you cross into the spikes falling from the sky, immediate death. Stay out of the loops, stay out of the double stuff. It's very, very heartbreaking if you get caught up or die in any portion of the sequence. Luckily, I had a great sequence. So, it's completely RNG. There's no set pattern to it. You just gotta follow it. Now, once we get to this section, you've got to activate a cutscene. Right? So how you activate this cutscene, you're going to go all the way to that 4th dot with the jump at the very, very end. So go all the way to the left, and then once you hit that dot, go all the way right, rather. Go all the way right, and then go 1 spot left. Alright, that'll activate the cutscene. So, once the cutscene activates, you just gotta go right and spam up. Alright? Spam up. The cube is going to curse at you a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. He's just mad because he can't move and you're telling him to. You're going to follow the path up, and then you get into lycanthropy. I missed the enter button, so that's going to be a little bit of time loss. But you just want your overworld movement to be pristine. Alright? So, the moment you transition on the map, you want to set yourself up to hit enter or up or left or down or right, whatever the case may be. Now, lycanthropy, you just want to stay up toward the top left corner. Bullets are going to start raining randomly. You just want to dodge the plants. Now, you gotta stay up nearly the whole time because stuff is going to be splashing on you throughout the entirety of the map. These little balls are going to be spinning around, and then we're going to get into a similar situation that we saw in Double with the Substep, where the triangles are going to start falling. So, you have a lot more room to just move around, but there are a lot more obstacles. Now, stay high up. Stay high up. This top left corner or top right corner is going to be a safe place for you because those spikes are going to start coming out the ground. Now, you want to stay just below the danger area because there are still splashes that can get you. Now, if you stay to the far left, center of the map, these aren't going to hit you at all. Alright? The bullets are tailored in a way that if you're dead center toward the left side of the map, they're not going to hit you. Stay high here. Big, big splash. Stay toward the left side. Same thing as here. The bullets are not going to hit you. Alright, now follow the same pattern. Now, once the plant starts making his way to you, dash through him, make it your way all the way to the right, and just dash. You're trying to get a checkpoint. Get the checkpoint, get the triangle, you're done. Alright, that's all for Lycanthropy, and I missed the triangle completely. So, I tried setting it up, I set it up wrong. It's 50-50 where it's going to hit, if you want to do that setup. Now, we're going to get into some Rainbow Road stuff. Any of the cutscenes in this game, they cannot be skipped, so you gotta watch through the cutscene. Now, what you can do in the meantime is you can prepare yourself by thinking about what's next. So what's next after this cutscene is you've got to move immediately to the right. You're going to be in the ship, so you got to be holding right the entire time. So we're going to let this cutscene play out. And we're actually making pretty good time. This is going to be a top run for me. Alright, so once we get past Blitzer's little cutscene here, we're going to start making our way right as a ship. The ship can still jump. I don't know if jumping speeds up the ship or not, but I like to spam jump as I go to the right. I may have to time that. But here, you're just going to make your way right. You can hold right, and you'll be fine. This is one of the only moments where holding a direction will work. Alright? Anytime you have to travel on the map, you have to spam the button. It has to be a frame perfect input. Right here, you can just hold right. Now here, ship's want to do a cutscene, you're just going to spam right because you've got to make your way. Now keep holding right, you just need to stay right, jump up here. Once the cube turns, you're going to make your way right again. Now, following this section, you just wait for the smashers to pass, and then you're going to get up into Cool Friends. Cool Friends is interesting in the fact that it is a moving map. So, dodge the bullets coming from the bottom, and then the map's going to start moving right. Now, I do a specific setup every time I do Cool Friends. So, you're going to be moving. I'm not moving right now. You're going to be moving left constantly, so you're going to want to make your way right. Now, the top little I don't know what they're called. The top little spud sticker things are going to be pointing out vertically, so you can just dash through them. Alright, now, with the saws, right, there is a small spot where you can get in between them, alright, and just dash vertically. You're not going to get hit, alright? So, small spot you can get hit, boom, boom, and then you just alternate. As soon as you get down here, make your way down. So, it is a series of mini beams, large beams, and streams. So, there's not much to say here. Just get out of the way of them. Now, there's going to be a large beam here that you have to make your way around. I highly recommend waiting and then dodging to the left. Alright? Give yourself all the space you can get to get through this section. Now everything's going to disappear. Get the checkpoint, make your way all the way to the left. Alright? So it's going to be this pattern. Alright? Dodge the saw and make your way through the bullets. I got hit there. That sucked. Alright? These bullets are super hard to dodge. This has been a run killer in many of my previous runs. But they're all going to come from the left to right. Once you've got this, it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to win. Stay low and stay toward the center for the rest of the map. You're going to get a third saw. And then you're just going to spam all the way to the right and wait for the checkpoint. Spam all the way to the right. Checkpoint shows up. You grab that beautiful triangle over here. And I miss it. And you're good. Alright. Spam right. Your next move is going to be right. So, the moment you can move, just start hitting right. You got to hit right twice here. So, I'm spamming right the entire time. I got perfect movement there. So we're going to fall. And our next move is going to be toward the left. So we're going to want to spam left and hope that we get some good RNG, because the little smashers, the crushers, whatever they're called, they're going to be hitting us again. So we're going to want to go left and hope that we get a good cycle. That's an okay cycle. Just spam left the entire time, and then we get into our next song, Lunar Whale. Alright? So, navigating this section of the map is difficult because you have a lot of quick movements. Now, specifically, when the big old squares show up, just stay as far away as you can from them. There's no harm or foul trying to stay away from them as long as you're dodging the bullets as they come by. So stay out of the square's way and don't get hit by any bullets. Alright, once the checkpoint shows up, you're going to want to make your way toward the top right or top left, whatever you want. Alright, now, in this section, you just got to react. Alright, dash through anything that may hit you. You got to be paying attention to both sides of the coin. As long as you're on the top, you only have one section to look at. Alright, anything that's coming to you from the top half. Now, the room's going to split. This is where I say you want to stay on the top right or the top left, whatever your preference is. Alright. Keep dodging. And then you're going to get it. Alright. Wait for this to shrink a little bit. And then you're just going to spam to the right, grab the triangle. The pink doesn't have to disappear entirely. It's just going to make its way until it's shorter. Right here, you're going to get some immediate quick movement. Down, left, up. Alright, same thing's going to happen. You move while the triangles are making their way to turn off the water. So, you've got to be immediate, alright? It's a lot to react to all at once. Now, Spectra is easy in the fact that we have enough time to react to things. So, Spectra does this shifting sequence, and you just have to navigate your way through. Now, moments like these where we have these big old obstacles in the way, you want to stay dead center because those will hit you as it's spinning. Alright, and then here's an RNG moment. You don't know which section is going to turn completely pink. So, once your section turns pink, you're going to want to get out of there in the next 4 beats. So my section hasn't turned pink yet. Okay, well, that section to my right now, and it's going to go, and then I'm going to go into it. So, these little pink sections hit in a series of 4-beat patterns. So every 4 beats, a pink section is going to appear and prepare. Now, throughout this section, you're just going to want to stay toward the center of the spinning pillar. Another one's going to show up. You're going to want to prepare to get to the center of this pillar. Another one's going to appear. There's no rhyme or reason when it's going to appear. It shows up on its own time. Now, towards the end of this, you're going to want to dash right. Alright, Spectra can be ended really, really early. Spectra can be ended really, really early. So once that fourth pillar shows up, you're going to want to dash immediately to the right so you can pick up that checkpoint. And again, with the immediate reaction times in the overworld, to get to the next song as fast as possible. Unlocked is a series of random events. You just gotta dodge the streams as they come. There's no set way to dodge them. Not for the first half, at least. In the second half, there is a setup you can use. Squares want to show up, just stay out of their way. Bullets. What else is new in a bullet hell game? Now right here, you're going to want to stay toward the right side. No more bullets are going to come for you, but you want to stay on the right side because if you stay on the left side, you have less time to react to streams coming from the top and the bottom. Alright, so stay to the right side here. Dash through the walls. You don't have to dash through this, but you got more time to react as long as you're on the right side. In fact, you can stay all the way to the right in order to dodge any stream coming from the bottom or top. So as long as you're on the right side, you're safe. It's just a matter of dashing through that first wall. Then now, dash, get the checkpoint, get the triangle. I missed the triangle. Get the triangle. Alright, next section is probably going to be the most tedious section of the whole game. This is what I like to call the heli sequence. So, in order to get to the helicopter, you have to beat a mini-game. Now, there's a cutscene here. You want to start spamming down, and once you start moving, you're going to go immediately to the left. Now, there are a couple of jumps you have to make. Go down, go left, up. Make your way left immediately. It doesn't matter when. Go up and to the right. Now, with the heli sequence, oh boy, the heli sequence sucks. So what you have to do, it is possible to one-cycle this heli sequence. I've seen a lot of people die in this section, but it is very, very possible to make yourself successful in this section. So, first things first, spam yourself all the way to the right. It doesn't matter if you're stuck or not. And you just gotta react to whatever comes your way. That's a bad sequence right there. I'm probably gonna die right here. Yeah, so that was a terrible sequence. So that is a significant time loss. So you literally have to get lucky. There's no other way around it. I had a horrible sequence. If you get those down moments, there's just no way. But if you make it all the way to the end, you just hit up, you're already at the helicopter. So this isn't going to be a world record like I thought it would, but hey, it is what it is. The purpose isn't to get a world record here. The purpose is to raise awareness that this game needs to be speedrun. It's a really, really cool game. So you just guide heli through the section. You're going to want to stay toward the bottom left here. And you make it through. Now it's just a series of waiting, dashing, waiting, dashing, waiting, moving. Yeah. And once you get past this last crusher, just make your way down. You're good. So that heli sequence is an absolute run killer. I have lost too many runs to that section, and that is one of those runs that I would give up on right away. So you're going to make your way straight down, go to the right. If you bonk here, it's time loss. But you're going to make your way to the helipad, and you're going to trigger a cutscene. Now the cutscene is where our cube friend starts showing up. After this cutscene, you're going to want to make your way immediately to the right. then you get into close to me. So, you want to prepare yourself, start spamming the right button. And you're going to make your way to the right to close to me. Now, close to me is very easy. There are certain things you have to react to, but everything is true when you have to react to those moments. Now, stay up toward the top. Cube friend is going to start shooting out laser beams. And you're just going to want to stay out of their way. Now you can either follow, or you can dash through them. I like to follow for the first little bit, so that I open up a lot more space over here. Follow. Then you leave yourself open to freely dash. Spikes are going to come up from the top, or sorry, the bottom, make their way to the top. That's the only things you have to react to. Now, he's going to start out with a claw. Claw, you want to go immediately above the claw, stay up to the top, and then laser beams are going to start coming again. That's going to be the sequence of he's going to pick an action, and then laser beam. So he picked claw again, laser beam. Now, he's probably going to pick a new section. He's going to do saws. Saws, you just dodge bullets, stay off of the bottoms of the map, and then laser beam. Gear, you have to dash through. Gear, dash through the center of the gear, dash through again. Now, laser beams again, and then you get a little break section that I like to call. Break section, you just chill in the bottom left corner until the laser beams start coming out again. So Cube Friend is going to crawl his way toward you. No, Cube Friend, I'm sorry. Alright. The Cube Friend is going to make his way back up. Laser beams. Now you got to react to what he does. Saws. If he ever has a saw for an eye, it's going to be the saws. Right here, it's going to be claws. Whenever he looks angry, he's going to do a claw. Dash your way all the way up to the top. Stay out the way of the claw. Laser beam. Gear. Both eyes are gears. You're going to have to dash into the inside of the gear. Claw. Go all the way to the top. Now, stay in the top left corner. And then make your way toward him. Get close to him. The map is going to move. And you have to react to the bullets he shoots out. While staying away from the wall. Map's going to rotate again, but the opposite direction. And then you get into the sequence. You're going to immediately get laser beams. Gear. Dash through the gear. Laser beams. And this is going to be that sequence that we were doing earlier at the beginning and toward the middle. Sauce. And gear. Dodge to the gear. That's going to be a series of fours. That's the fourth sequence. We're going to stay all the way to the right now. Grab the checkpoint. Ah, I missed the triangle. Get the checkpoint, get the triangle, you got another cutscene. This is my favorite cutscene of the game, y'all. It's so happy. And Cube Friend isn't going to cry anymore. And he gets his cute little triangle ears. It's such a great scene, guys. I love this game. You have to understand, so much love went into this game, and it's just about shapes. It's amazing. But we're going to get to this next Blixer. Blixer? Blixer. I think it's B-L-I-X-E-R. Cutscene. So you're going to have a series of quick movements here. So Heli is going to bring you up. Your first movement is going to be left. So you're going to immediately want to go left and up. Once Heli lands, you're moving. Alright? First up is Into the Zone. Into the Zone has a few setups that are really, really cool. So, Into the Zone, want to stay up high a little bit. You're going to dodge some streams as they come along. Then you want to make your way down. Right? Similar to Termination Shock, where you have to dodge stuff coming from the bottom and the top. Stay out of the way of the beams. And you can either move through these, or you can dash through them. Alright? Whatever the case may be, you gotta make your way past these big old walls. Now, next section is probably the hardest part, because with streams and the bullets, it can get very, very overwhelming. So, streams, bullets, there's a lot of randomness. So I will utilize your dodge as best as you can. I'm actually going to focus here for a minute. I don't really want to die here. But it's just a matter of dodging the bullets, dodging the streams. Now, you get some bars, you get some streams. Oh my god. I'm making a lot of doofus mistakes right now, but hey, it happens. Alright, so for this section, it's just dodge through the pillars. You can dodge around them, you can dodge through them, whatever the case you want to be. But do not, by any means, touch that grid on the top or bottom. I did not know that was a hit zone in one of my runs, and I took a big hit, and it killed me. Alright, but here, like I said, just dodge through the little walls, little towers, little pillars. You dodge them from the top, you dodge them from the bottom, whatever the case may be. Do whatever suits your fancy. After you're done, go all the way to the right, pick up the checkpoint, and pick up the triangle. Alright, you're going to activate a cutscene here. You're going to immediately want to press down. As soon as you go down, you go left. And as soon as you go left, you go up to the next song, Vindicate Me. So down, left, up are your next movements. So you got to do them. It's going to happen before the whole scene loads in. You're going to go down, left, up. You're in Vindicate Me right away. It's quick movement. It's super quick movement. Stay up for the start of Vindicate Me. Now, Vindicate Me killed one of my runs. So, do not underestimate it by any means. It is a toughie. Stay in between the little sticks. And then this whole sequence is going to stop. What you're going to want to do here, alright, they follow a pattern. They go cross, and then they go perpendicular. Dodge through the cross. There's always going to be an opening, whether it's between each section or below each section. Now, you're either going to want to stay up top or the bottom for this. I haven't figured out which one is better. I think both work equally, alright? But you're going to want to dodge through these, alright? They're going to make their way all the way through to you. Right? These little watermelon looking things, these suck, alright? So with the watermelon things, you're going to want to position yourself to be just in between them. Alright? Same thing here. Stay just in between them. Alright? Stay right here. Make your way all the way up to the top. Make your way down towards center. Stay center. If you have 3 hits, or 3 hit points remaining, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to hit this, as long as you traverse through the watermelons very, very well. Like I said, like last time, you're going to want to stay in the center of each watermelon here. Alright, so find that sweet spot. That's what you're going to aim for every time. And then no more watermelons going to appear. You just grab that checkpoint. You're good. Grab your triangle, friend, and you move on. Next up is the last of the normal levels. It's called Try This. So, same deal here. Cutscene's going to play. You're going to immediately want to go down, left, up. So, make sure you're spamming down. You're going to activate down before the scene fully loads in. So, make sure you're spamming down. And go down, left, up. Then we get into Try This. Try This is easy in the sense that you have a big old circle to dodge. Alright? As long as you stay out the circles, you are perfectly fine. Now, this map is really cool in the sense that it makes you seem like you're going on a high, so you're actually moving throughout the map. So, with that in mind, make sure that you stay on the right path. Stay out of the circles, and you're going to start making your way to the right. Staying away from the circles. Don't get too far ahead. You could get hurt. Now, there's going to be a laser beam that shows up here. Stay out of its way. So, don't go too far ahead. You will get hurt. I'm not saying you might. I'm saying you will. Because if you can't see where you're going, that's a problem. So you're just trying to find the safest spot between each thing. It's similar to Spectra in that regard. Now, you're going to get to this diamond. You're not going to have to travel through any more part of the map. Alright? This is just your little section here. You have to dodge bullets, you have to dodge lasers, and you have to dodge the big ol' circles. Stay out of the circles at all costs. Dodge the stars, making their way from the left or right. Laser beams, easy to dodge. So it's a matter of finding those sweet spots each time. Alright, there's going to be zero... Not at this section. I'm getting ahead of myself. Same thing, stars, lasers, and big old circles. After this third sequence, there's going to be one more big circle hit. You just got to dodge the stars, and you're all good. Then you can start making your way to the right. Alright, go right, grab that checkpoint, grab your triangle. Oh my god. Alright, so last thing we're going to do, Cube Friend is going to try to get this little last lever, and then we activate the level for the final boss. So once final boss is active, you're going to want to make your way down, left all the way, and then up. Alright, so make sure you're spamming down at this point. First move is going to be down, immediately left. Up. And get in. Here's final boss. But, before you do final boss, you got to do a cutscene. So final boss has a pre-cutscene that you have to just watch. It's fine. Immediately after the cutscene, however, you have to make your way directly up. So make sure you're preparing to go directly up after this cutscene, because you still have to traverse, make your way into the boss fight. Enter the boss fight, you're in final boss. Stay center. Right? Stay center, because little plants are going to start making their way out from the right and the left. Right? You got some bullets to dodge now. You can either dodge them manually, or you can dash through them. Right? There's going to be a series of bullets and bars that you have to dodge through. A lot of pink zones that you need to dash through. Alright, here's where it gets tricky. The stage is going to start moving downwards, so you're going to have no choice but to start dashing. Alright? Don't dash too far to where you're all the way at the top. You could get hit by something you don't see coming. So, try to stay in the center of the area if at all possible. If you go too low, you're going to get hit. If you get too high, you don't see what's coming at you. Right, towards the end of the sequence, you're going to get some bars that are going to bring you inward. And You want to stay toward the left of this. Now, here's where we start picking up some speed. Alright, you're going to have to dash more frequently now, and you're going to follow this path. It's going to go right, and then make a hardy cut left. And then you're just going to center up, and then you're all good. Make your way left or right. You got a little bit of a breathing room, but once you start saying 2, you got some lasers to dodge. 4, 3, you got to say 2, laser beams. Alright, now the cannons follow a pattern. Bullets, and you just follow this pattern all the way through. Alright, I go up, stay up, keep dodging bullets. Mainly if you stay toward the top right, you're kind of safe. Just stay out of the line of fire. Alright, make your way down. Dash through this gap and make your way all the way up to the top. Stay out of the line of fire. Dodge any bullets coming your way. It's a lot to do all at once. But it's what's necessary. You get 6 hits for a reason. Make it all the way up to the top. You're going to have to start dashing like a maniac now. Really fast. Alright, and then there's going to be some stray bullets that will come their way. Make your way to the right, pick up the star. So, you get through final boss, and you have one more cutscene to watch as you make it all the way up to the tower. You're going to want to immediately go up, press up, and then enter. So we go up, boom, enter, you pick up the crown. It's going to activate another cutscene. Now here's the deal. There's another boss fight after this. Annihilate. Now, Annihilate isn't as hard as you think. You just can't overthink the fight. Right? If you overthink, you're going to go down.
That's just a given.
So here, Blitzer is going to take a heavy hit and get injected with some sadistic fuel. I don't know a better word for it. So we're going to make our way. I'm spamming up right now. Our next direction is obviously going to be up. And as soon as we go up, we're going to hit enter, and we're going into Annihilate. So here's Annihilate. Annihilate, I like to stay toward the top left. Alright, for pretty much the duration of the fight. He's going to start dripping stuff, so make sure you're not underneath him, alright? Because you will get hit by that stuff. Stay toward the top left, top right, whatever you prefer. I know people like to go to the bottom right. Now, bullets are going to start coming their way from the bottom right. Dodge these, and then just dash through the bullets on the left side. And then it's just a matter of dodging through the big spikes and reacting to the little spikes here. No set trajectory here. You just gotta dodge them because it's all RNG. Alright. So, snakes are going to start coming up from the bottom. With each snake that pops out, there's going to be a splash, and the snake is going to make its way either up, down, left, or right. So you want to stay out of the general vicinity of the snakes as they pop out. Alright, so here, you just stay toward the top left. Right? Top left is almost guaranteed that you're not going to get hit. Now, once this final snake comes along, you're going to want to make your way down, because there's going to be snakes that come down from the top. You have to dodge through those snakes. So go up through them, and then go down through the snakes that come from the bottom. Now here, I like to set up to the top left, because there's going to be a laser that he shoots toward the center. Get out of it. And then react to the big old spikes he shoots. There's going to be a series of beams that go through the center, the top, the bottom, the left, and right. Alright? So wherever you see pink, that is a prime spot to stay away from. Arms, simple. Dodge through them just like you did in the first Flixer fight. same deal. Dodge. Now, pick a side. I like to say at the top left. Dodge. And get out of the pink beams. Same pattern here. Now here, you're going to have to make your way closer toward Blixer. And then stay away from him. There's going to be some random bullets that'll fly out. There's some snakes that'll fly out too. Stay away from the snakes and just react to the bullets as he chomps through them. Alright, now, some big old snakes are going to start coming from the right. Same deal as earlier in this map. Dodge through the snakes, right, and then left. They're going to come from the top now. And then they're going to make their way from the bottom. Now, same pattern here. Snakes are going to come from the right again. Dodge through them. Left. Top. And bottom. Here, after you dodge the bottom snakes, you're just going to want to make your way toward the center. Alright? So, completely stay away from Blixer and the spikes coming down until the very, very end, where you have no choice but to get in his mouth. Now here, you're going to want to spam X or Enter or whatever button you use. Maybe A, but you gotta spam that button. Once it says it's over, you got to activate it. Spam it enough times to say it's not over, and then surprise, Blister's going to knock you down. Whatever you do, do not try to get up after this. That is time loss. Do not try to get up after this. That is time loss. Get hit once, you stay down. Now we're going to get a cutscene. Cutscene is going to lead directly into Till It's Over. And Till It's Over is easy if you know how to beat the boss very quickly. Now, I'll say every cycle with Till It's Over is similar. You can beat the boss before the musical cycle ends, but there's no way to end the fight early. But there's no harm or foul in trying to beat the boss as quick as possible. So, here's what we're going to do. We have the dash mechanic, alright? In this boss fight, you are completely invincible. Blixer is the one who will absolutely get tore up. No matter what hits you take, you can absolutely demolish Blixer. You are the boss. So, you can dash. If you hit Blixer, you're going to take away a lot of damage. So you can dash into him. You have a laser beam that comes out. Whatever the case may be, just make sure you hit Blixer. Alright? So you can stay inside. Just attack him like right away. If you dash through him, you're going to take a huge chunk out of him. Alright, so make sure you're consistently dashing and you're hitting him all the way through. I already got through the first phase, but we got to wait for the music to conclude here. Then we get into the second phase. Continue to wallop him. Stay inside of him, keep hitting them all the time. Alright, and that already completes the second phase. Alright, last phase. Just wallop them up. Now, this whole sequence goes through 2 different loops. No matter how fast you beat the boss, that loop is not going to end early. So, now it's just a matter of waiting for that perfect time to split. And boom. That is the end of the Just Shapes and Beats any percent speedrun. I finished with a time of an hour, 22 minutes, 37 seconds, which is actually 2 seconds behind my world record. So, hey, if y'all can improve better than me, if y'all beat the heli cutscene,
the first time around, and unlike I did, hey, this record can be broken. So the choice is yours. How much effort do you want to put into this? This is such a fun game. It is such an amazing challenge. It is such a wild ride from start to finish, and it's such a gratifying experience for me. Getting this world record meant a lot because I absolutely adore this game. I mean, I was just blown away with how much love went into it. So I hope you experience that same love when you do this in your own speedrun. I would love to see what you come up with. I hope you enjoy Just Shapes and Beats. Have a good rest of your day. My name is Mr. Dark Enters. You have a good one.